Hey guys, I'm Zed.
And I'm Z.
So, we're gonna be playing a pre-con battle in Magic the Gathering with the new Neon Dynasty decks.
Yeah, so this is going to be a Commander 1v1 game using the pre-con decks as they came out of the box. That means the Mossfire Valley thing is still in there. We're not subbing that card out. Like I said in kind of the video, that will probably be coming out Tuesday, I think is the rate we were discussing.
Yes.
That really is probably supposed to be a Nissa in that slot, not another land, but we're just going to kind of leave it as it is in case it's like, okay, cool, two guys go pick it up off the store shelves and play it sleeved. That's the only thing, is we're sleeving it up.
And obviously we sleeve it because we want to take care of the cards. But Z is gonna be playing the red-green deck. I will be playing the blue-white deck. I do think the red-green deck's better.
I think they both want to do very similar things. I don't think it's so much one deck is better than the other as much as one of which is a little bit more straightforward. And honestly, you'll see kind of the routes I took them in the deck techs that I did for Neon Dynasty. My deck tech for the red-green deck is very, very straightforward. I don't really change too much about what the theme is. As for the blue-white, I added in a sub-theme because of what the deck wants to do. So it's a little bit of a situation where the blue-white had some room to innovate, and the red-green is just, okay, cool, we're doing the same thing.
Yeah. Both decks are equal power for as far as we can see. I mean, you will be seeing this video after both deck techs are out. Hoping to have both deck techs out next week from recording this.
This is the beginning of March when we're recording this, for what that's worth.
Yes. So, hope you guys have fun. We're going to quickly set up and get into that battle because you can see in the corner that we're already got the deck sleeved up, which is my least favorite. My least favorite part of the game is sleeving the damn cards.
There's some less desirable things, but overall it's not too bad. I don't like having to spend money to get my cards, thank you.
That is true also. But let's get over to the game, guys. Alright, guys. We've already determined that I'm going to go first. But both of our hands were bad. So we just decided to mulligan. And instead of wasting your guys' time with that, went ahead and just cut that. Oh, crud. My hand is terrible.
It's okay, so is mine, but I'm keeping.
I'm gonna... Don't look for a second. I'm gonna show camera. This is my starting hand. And I'm gonna keep it. So, I may be losing this. Go.
Forrest, go.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to pay one, tap, which adds a white and a blue.
It's 1 mana.
It says add white blue.
Yeah, you have to pay a mana into it, though. It's 1 mana.
Oh, it's 1 mana to get in.
Yeah, it doesn't
Damn.
say. It's not pay a life.
I thought it was life. Go.
Oh, that's painful.
Yeah.
Mossfire Valley, go.
Whew. All right. So pay one, then tap,
So
and
you
I
go blue and a white in the mana pool. There you go.
go ahead.
Mountain. Kadamas Reach.
Okay.
I'm going to set my graveyard below my deck here. One to go into the battlefield and the other one to go in my hand. So I'll put a mountain in my hand. And the forest on the battlefield tapped.
Okay.
And then after I'm done shuffling up, I will just pass it along to you.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and untap. While you're doing that, and draw. Cool. This may have actually not been that bad of a hand that I thought. If I play my cards right.
That's always the question.
Can Zed play the cards right? Alright. So I'm going to drop an island. Then I'm going to pay that island to get a white and a blue. Then I'm going to tap this and add 2 mana of any one color. Spend this mana to cast artifacts, spells, or activate abilities of artifact. Okay.
Yep. So you now have 4 for artifacts.
So my blue and white, I'm actually going to cast my Raid Smith.
Riddlesmith.
With his effect is whenever you cast an artifact, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card.
Just to let you know, you don't have to tap that early. You can wait until you're going to cast it. So
Yeah, I know, but
you're good.
because right now I'm going to use those to cast this. Oh, yeah, because you could have had a...
In theory, there could be a response, but
Yeah.
obviously I'm playing a pre-con, so my responses are going to be very limited.
So because of casting an artifact, I'm allowed to draw a card.
If you do, however, you will be forced to discard
Discard a card. Which is kind of fine with me at this moment. Oh, yes. So I will actually be discarding my Sky Overridge Sentinel flagship.
Okay. So pitching Sky Sovereign.
Yes. And I've already played a land this turn. So go.
Mountain.
Ooh.
So, green, green, red, red, green. I'm going to cast Genesis Hydra for 3.
Okay.
So when I cast the spell, it'll reveal the top 3 cards of my library.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. I may put a non-land permanent with mana value X or less from among them onto the battlefield and shuffle the rest in the library. I'll put an Invigorating Hot Springs into play.
Okay, go ahead and get rid of that Chaos Gate there.
I guess it shuffles into the library.
Yeah. But it's not in your hand. I'm good with that.
For now, I might get it back. It's also going to come into play with 3 1/1 counters.
Okay. The counters are +1/+1s.
Yes, they are.
So you have your first modified creature.
And modified creatures I control have haste.
We don't like this. No.
Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
No. No aggressiveness. Thank you.
Sure, aggressiveness. I'm gonna allow you the opportunity to tap for me here.
Go ahead.
And I would like to move into the combat step.
Go right ahead.
Swinging at you with a 3/3.
All right. I will take that 3.
Technically, this has 4 1/1 counters on it, but it's not relevant. Go ahead and go.
Because I need my cards. Cool. There's my mana. Alright. So this gives me 2 mana.
What color?
Blue.
Blue for artifacts.
For artifacts. So there's 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to pay this planes to activate this. So that's a total. Wait.
So 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. And this makes my artifacts cost 1 less. So I'm going to bringing him out.
Yep.
My Cyber Diver Awakener,
Yep. Your Cyber Drive Awakener. Got it.
which has flying. Other artifact creatures you control has flying. When Cyber Diver Awakener enters the battlefield until the end of the turn, each non-creature artifact you control becomes an artifact creature with base power 4 and 4. 4/4. I think I made that more complicated than I actually had to. And because of this, I will draw.
And discard.
I'm actually going to Dance of the Minix.
Of the mounts.
Yes.
Mounts.
And is this just an enchantment or?
That's an enchantment with 4 1/1 counters on it.
Okay. I'm going to attack you with the. I'm going to combat
With
and
three.
attack him with
Okay.
these 3. 2.
1, 2, 3.
Go ahead. I'm still not used to that whole thing where you gotta declare you're going to combat and then go into combat.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, including my green.
Okay?
Whip Tongue Hydra. Reach when it enters the battlefield. Destroy all creatures with flying. I get to put a 1/1 counter on the Hydra for each creature destroyed this way. All of your artifact creatures are flyers. So get rid of your Sculptor and your Awakener. That'll be 2 1/1 counters.
This is not nice.
By the way, it also has haste now.
This is not nice. Hey, I am very proud that I got the Awakener out like turn 3? 3 or 4?
It's not that late. I'm gonna move into combat.
Obviously.
3 and 6 for a total of 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And I will just pass it along to you.
Well, yep, this is a average game of Magic. And by the way, guys, if you can hear singing in the background, I am sorry, my 7-year-old thinks she is a musician. And I've told her she has to be quiet, but 7-year-olds don't listen.
Yep. Can confirm.
Okay. I really need to go tell her. Oh. Okay. How am I gonna get you back for that one?
Well, you could swing at me for a whole 3 points of damage. I have no blockers.
Damage is coming your way. So, 2, 3, Peace Walker Colossus.
Okay.
And then blue, a white and a colorless, and my commander
Katori, got it.
comes onto the field.
Yep.
Um,
So the only thing you can attack with is the Riddlesmith this turn.
right. And going into combat,
Yep.
any effects?
Nope.
I will. My Riddlesmith will
No
come over.
blocks.
So 2 points.
Okay.
Pass turn. Okay. I see how this works. Yeah, I didn't pay too much attention to this deck.
Signet?
Okay. So I'm still trying to see the mechanics all behind it. But also, can you really understand the deck until you play it? I mean, that's just the honest truth. You can't really understand the deck until you are playing it.
Rampant Rejuvenator. It's going to enter the battlefield with 2 1/1 counters on it.
Okay.
Since it's also a hasty boy. I'm going to go ahead and move one of the 1/1 counters from my Rejuvenating Hot Springs and put it onto my hasty boy.
Okay.
Okay. I am only going to swing at you with a 3/3, knowing that you can actually crew up your thing to play defense.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
Because you control crew 2.
Yes. And it's based on power. It's,
Wait, really?
yeah. Crew is based on the total number of power you tap. So if it's a crew 4, you can tap 1, 2, 3, however many to get to 4.
So,
So if you wanted to, you could tap the Katori, pilot that, and block. Or you can just take 3.
I'm going to take 3. Because I don't trust you.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Okay, I thought...
It's not the number of creatures, no.
Okay.
Yeah, crew a little bit better than you thought.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and just pass it along to you for now.
So that does make things a little bit...
Yep.
And I guess I... Okay, again, I have problems reading and sometimes comprehension issues. Okay, cool. That makes that different. So because of her,
Yep.
making this a crew 2,
Yes.
my Riddlesmith
Would be able to crew it.
would be able to crew it by its...
Yep. There you go.
Okay. Okay.
Bum, 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 ba-da-da-dum.
Tap. White
2 white mana in the mana pool.
and a blue. So we get...
Prodigy's prototype.
Yeah, I was making sure it was in video. Whenever one or more vehicles you control attacks, create a +1/+1 pilot
That's what you
creature
do.
token. Okay. So tap to pay this. So now I got a white and a blue.
Mm-hmm.
There's another blue and another white to bring out.
Word of the Rogue.
When we're in the battlefield, create 2 colorless trophy
Doctor.
artifact tokens with flying. Tap 2. Tap 2 untapped artifacts you control. Target creature cannot be blocked this turn.
Yep.
And that's just going to represent how many tokens I actually have. And he has reach.
He does have reach.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I declare combat and then I can crew, right? Or do I have to crew before combat?
Technically, you can declare it before you going into combat. You would pass priority. Technically, it's before you declare attackers, but yeah.
Okay.
So if you're gonna crew, just let me know. Because it's one of those. It's either one.
These guys are going to crew this.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going into combat.
Okay. Beginning of combat triggers.
At the beginning of combat, target artifact creature you control gains life, link, and vigilance until the end of turn.
Yes.
Obviously, I'm targeting
Okay.
my Colossus.
Yep. Now it's a 6/6, just like my guy is a 6/6. So you cannot smash over me.
Oh, yours is a 6/6.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Attacking.
Blocking.
Both dead?
Yep.
Now, is the crew?
No, they stay.
Okay.
One of them was going to die, but that was a sacrifice I was willing to make.
Alright. Go ahead.
Untap, upkeep, draw. We'll go with red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So red and 6. Collision of Realms.
Okay.
Each player will shuffle all creatures they own into their library. Each player who shuffled a non-token creature into their library this way will reveal cards from the top of their library until they reveal a creature. Then they put that card onto the battlefield, and the rest return to the bottom in a random order. Yeah, basically all the creatures are going away.
So I'm shuffling 4.
Technically, all your creatures are going to go into the deck. Now, keep in mind your vehicle, unless you have it crewed right now, is not.
Oh, right. So 1, 2, and 3 are going into the deck.
You can choose to put your commander there, or you can put it in the command zone.
This is going bye-bye, and this is going to my command zone. Okay.
And you'll just shuffle them in and reveal until you hit a creature. That first creature you hit is what you get.
So we only get 1 creature?
One creature.
I like your little strategy here. I get stuff out.
I let you overextend a little bit and get punished for it. Yeah.
Okay, though. You have to admit, I'm kind of playing this a little bit strategic.
Yeah, you are.
I'm trying to use the effects properly.
Yeah, you are.
Then I get punished for doing it.
You can't really know I have the board wipe in my
No.
hand. On top of that, it's one of those I kind of let you play into it.
Yeah.
I tried to bait you with the, okay, cool. You can totally let this, kill this 3 off. Knowing that if you killed it, you were going to ramp me 3 lands.
Oh. Yeah, no.
So even if you ramp me the 3 lands, I could just play bigger things than you and gotten over you that way. Otherwise, I had to look at this. So,
Now, in order to recast my commander, it's going to cost 2 more. So my commander is now 5. Now, what do we do with all the other cards?
They will go to the bottom in a random order. So let's start 1, 2. I'm going to get a Sakura Tri-Builder. And you'll get it to Char.
Flying. Whenever you cast a historic
That's really
spell,
inconvenient.
return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, so artifact, legendaries, and sagas are historic.
I'm going
Oh.
to go ahead and just pass you the turn.
Now, as we just said, vehicles are not artifacts unless they're crude.
They're not artifact creatures. That was effectively only creatures.
So,
Yeah. And only the cards you reveal will go to the bottom of your random order. Technically, it's not... Yeah.
I just shuffled.
Yeah. It happens.
If I'm putting stuff in my deck, I'm
Yeah.
used to shuffling.
Yeah, that's a habit. So. Alright.
Alright, so
That was my turn. I'm passing.
no, okay. That would not work that way. Alright, two.
Okay.
Artifact, legendaries.
That's a legendary creature
So I get to bring
from your graveyard.
with mana value of 3 or less.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
My aim,
It's a bird.
my bird here is going to crew my prototype.
Okay.
I am going to declare. I am going to go to combat. Combat triggers.
Yeah, so it's attack trigger, right? Yeah, so you'll get a 1/1 pilot.
Yep.
Okay. So declare attackers. I'm going to go into declare blockers. I'm going to block the Sakura Tri-Builder. He doesn't fly.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, and when I've declared the block, I'm going to sacrifice my Sakura Tri-Builder. I'm going to go search my land or my library for a basic land and put it on the battlefield tapped.
Okay. And your tribal was what power?
It's a 1/1. You
Oh.
didn't take damage
Okay.
because I declared the block and then I sacrificed it to its effect. The Sakura Tri-Builder can sacrifice itself to go search for a basic land in my deck and put it into play. It's a rampant growth on a creature.
Nice.
Yep. So it's a very good defensive tool to save you a little bit of damage, sack itself off, and go find land.
So you use it to block. But
Yep. I declared the blocker, so now it's a
blocking.
declared blocker. You're not attacking unblocked, so then I can sacrifice it.
and you take no damage. Okay, that's
Yeah, it's a little bit. There's more minutia in the combat step than that, but that's the easy way to explain it.
kind of cool.
Yep. So Sakura Tri-Builder is a really, really good card. On top of that, it recreates one of the effects of one of the best green cards in the format in my mind, which is Rampant Growth. No, I totally don't play a bunch of green decks. Don't judge me.
You're good.
Okay. And my turn?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Untap, upkeep, draw. Four. Play my commander.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and put a 1/1 counter on it.
I do have to say, I like the pilot token there. She has that anime
Yep.
pilot look to her.
Concord with the Kami.
Okay.
And, okay. Going into combat, swing at you for 5. If you let it through, it's commander damage as well.
I will block it with my pilot.
Pilot goes bye-bye. Smash into a wall. Okay. Moving to end of turn trigger. I'm going to do this one first. It'll give me a 1/1 counter. Then this, because it's a modified creature, I put a 1/1 counter on it.
Okay.
So it is now a 7/7. Go ahead and go.
Okay. So it's untap and then upkeep.
Yep. Untap, upkeep, draw step.
Okay. So untap. I'm going to put those there. At the beginning of my upkeep, I put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 3 target non-creature artifacts.
So if it's on the prototype, that's your only valid option.
So I can put it on here?
Yeah, you can put a 1/1 counter on the prototype. Because until you crew the vehicle, it's not a creature.
There we go. But that does make my prototype that much stronger.
Yeah, so when you crew it, it's going to be a bigger thing.
Okay. No, now I draw.
Untap, upkeep, draw. So if you haven't drawn for turn yet, you can go ahead and draw.
Okay, and I will play a land for turn. Pay 2, and I will bring out Mirror-Smith.
Okay.
Which is actually pretty good. My bird again will crew my vehicle.
Okay.
Going into combat.
Yep.
Any combat triggers on your side?
Not on my side.
Okay. None on my. No.
Okay. So it's 4 coming through.
4 coming at you.
No blocks.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
With because this attack.
Yeah, it's on an attack trigger, so technically it's before blocks or anything. But yeah, you still get your guy
Yeah.
because it's not like a main or anything. So.
When one or more vehicles you control attacks. Great. Okay. I'm still sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure out the triggers, and I'm doing better.
Yeah, and to be fair, vehicles are one of those things where there's a little bit of extra complexity, but it's no big deal.
Go ahead. And by the way,
Untap.
I am top decking.
Your jazz hands, got it. Hey, you're back, buddy. Fire Shrieker.
We don't like that.
Equip Fire Shrieker.
Of course you would.
Hi.
Now it has double strike?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that would mean if I let it through, it's going to hit me for 14 commander damage.
Yes. I'm just going to move to the end step. Trigger. This is going to become even bigger. It's now a 9/9 double striker.
I don't like this. These are not fun things.
Sure they are.
So, my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I will untap. At the beginning of my turn, this will activate.
Putting on 1 counter, yep.
So, my prototype is now stronger. I will draw. Ooh. Oh, I wish I had my commander out.
Yeah, I'm sure it'd be nice, right?
Yeah, it would. Cause you're gonna see why. Okay.
It's 5.
Because of this, my artifact is 1 less.
Yep.
And because I created...
So you're gonna pay the 1 extra to make the mirror, is what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Because it's costing 1 less and it's only 4 to play.
Yeah. Because I actually hadn't tapped that, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was just making sure. I didn't want you to overpay.
No. So I will create my token. Oh, and because I cast a
Yes.
legendary, this does kick in.
You would have also gotten it because it's a vehicle. It's a creature. Or artifact, I mean. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah. 'Cause I have a deck that abuses the historic mechanic to draw cards every time I play an artifact. Viewers, I'm sure you can guess which one that is. Yes, I am that kind of person. I love my free value.
Do vehicles count as creatures?
Not until they're crude.
Crude. So I actually have nothing in my graveyard that I can bring back.
Okay, yeah. Sweet, 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 sweet. Okay.
Okay.
Would you like something to be eaten alive? I think I can manage that.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Yeah, you can't really attack into me right now. Not without risking your best thing getting blown up.
No, I am actually going to
Play defense with the jazz hands?
pass.
Play defense with the jazz hands. Got it.
Baby, go to your room.
I'm going to play Game Trail tapped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 creatures, so it's going to cost 6 less. It's going to be green. 1, 2, 3, 4. Primeval Protector.
Oh.
It's an 11 mana 10/10 that costs 1 less to cast for each creature your opponents control. So even with your 2 vehicles, it's still less. However, it's going to put a 1/1 counter on each other creature I control. I'm going to go ahead and put a 1/1 counter on him with my Invigorating Hot Spring. So now
He is modified
hasty.
creature.
Yep.
I have to say, this battle is going a little longer than I thought it was going to be.
Yep.
So what are you going to do? Oh.
Move Fire Shrieker over.
So now you have a 10/10 and a 10/10 with double
And 11/11 double
11
strike.
11.
Moving into combat.
Combat won't buy.
11/11 double striker. Your sacrifice is very much appreciated. Now die for the cause. Moving to the end step.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and put, from the Concord with the Kami, I'm going to put a 1/1 counter on Shishiro. Shishiro is going to put a 1/1 counter on both of them.
Okay.
Your turn.
You are not actually going to help me.
Just in time to be eaten.
Alright. Now, all my vehicles crew for 2.
Yes.
So, pilot is going to be crewing here.
Yep.
Smith is going to be crewing here.
Okay.
Entering combat.
Yep.
At the beginning of combat, I will put lifelink.
So the problem is you've already crewed them. When you crew them, they become creatures. Oh, wait.
At the
Oh, you're
beginning,
giving this lifelink. Okay, my bad.
yeah.
Yeah, so you're giving it lifelink and...
Target outside
vigilance.
creatures you control gains lifelink and vigilance until the end of turn.
Yep, so the big one is getting it.
Yes, the 8/8 is getting
Okay.
lifelink and vigilance.
Okay.
I am attacking.
Okay. Block with a 12.
Where? Okay.
So I'm just going to eat that, and I will take the 5.
Okay. Oh, and I was supposed to make a pilot.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it's a pilot.
Yeah, it's a pilot. Singular pilot. 1,
So this goes away.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh no, I should get a because this pilot's not tapped.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, did they really want to give me 1 pilot token? Dude, they gave me 1 pilot token. Okay, so to help modify this deck, you might want to put some more pilot tokens in your vehicle deck. Oh,
Okay.
pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw turn.
Ugh.
Or draw for turn, I should say. Rampant Rejuvenator. I'm gonna move the last counter from Invigorating Hot Springs to it. It now has haste.
Okay.
2 mana. I'm gonna move a Fire Shrieker over to it.
Okay.
So technically it's a 3/3. I'll play a Fertilid. It's also a hasty boy.
Do you know what I did not do last turn?
Hmm.
Was put a counter on this.
It's when was beginning of your upkeep? Yeah, you didn't. Moving into Wombatus Combatus.
Yep.
Rejuvenator. Three double striker.
So it would be 6 points. My pilot.
Okay. Moving to instep. Concord with Kami, put a +1/+1 on this Hoyo. Shishiro is going to put a 1/1 counter on each of these. So we're going to go up to 3 to 4 to 3 and another 4. It's getting close to the point where I might just one-shot you with a Shishiro.
Yeah.
Go ahead and go.
Okay. Untap. At the beginning I will.
I'm so dumb. I missed something that happened a couple of turns ago, but it's whatever. Yeah, comments. I see my equipment and my failed Chishiro trigger. Thank you. I appreciate y'all letting me know about that. I'm sure.
What?
I was supposed to get a 2/2 spirit, but I forgot. So, and that's been way turns ago. Because that would have died blocking, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Either way, I just realized my mistake. I am aware. Thank you for letting me know, comments.
Okay, so I will then draw. Yeah.
Untap, upkeep, draw. So you've done all that. Yep.
This is not going to help me. Might as well play it just to get it on the field. Arcane Senate.
Yep.
Crew the vehicle.
Yep.
Beginning of combat. My vehicle will become lifelink and vigilant.
Yep.
And attack. And you will block.
Yeah, so.
But I will make my pilot token before.
And you'll gain how much?
3. No, because I had 3 on it, so I gained 6.
Okay, gain your 6 life. The higher you build yourself up, the faster I will have to smash you back down.
Go ahead. Wait. Yeah. You have nothing has reach.
But it didn't fly.
No.
Ooh.
My bird cleric has been sitting here with
It has been sitting back in defense.
Comics is killing me now.
Oh, it's okay.
I should have been attacking at least for 2. Oh.
Aki Battle Squad.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for being very polite and
Yeah.
letting us know where we can improve our magic skills.
You know, mostly like reading the card explains the card and all that good fun stuff that we are just kind of playing through. I would like to, however, I'm gonna pay 2 mana. Move that back onto my commander here.
Oh my, yeah. Okay.
And going into combat,
Okay.
I'm gonna have Shishiro, Primeval Protector, Rampant Rejuvenator.
Mm-hmm.
All these guys will attack you.
Mm-hmm. None of them have trample, right?
Technically no. Because it's an attack trigger, they're all gonna untap.
Okay.
And there will be an additional combat this turn. Yeah, you can figure out these 3 blocks real quick, and then we can move from there.
Thank you. Thank you for being my friend.
Your patronage is very much appreciated.
2 pilots are going to block and block.
Okay, so that's 1 and 2 for the first combat.
Uh,
What would you like to throw into the bus for this first combat here? Okay. Okay, moving into the second combat.
Wampa.
Come on and slam. And welcome to the jam. I will offer you a Fertilite as well here at this point. So we've got Rampant Rejuvenator, Primeval Protector, and a Fertilite all coming your way.
So 3.
Yeah, so you've got 4/4 a 13-13, and a 3-3.
So this is a 4-3-13.
Yep.
My birdie will jump in front of you, big guy.
Smash.
My 3-3 will block your 3-3.
We'll trade. Okay, that's fair.
And then I will eat 4.
You really don't want me to get that, do you?
What?
Okay. So moving into the end step. Trigger. One of the abilities I realized my stupid self is missing. I do that. I'm also going to get a 1-1 counter on a thing. I'm going to put that 1-1 counter on this Rejuvenator. Sheshiro is going to put a 1-1 counter on each of these boys.
Don't worry. Last turn, I could have had an extra blocker. When I played Arcane Signet, I should have made my token.
Okay. And I'm just going to pass it along.
Aren't you guys enjoying all these misplays? And we here at Zed Entertainment, we want you to learn from our mistakes because we make these mistakes so that you guys can learn what mistakes not to make. Alrighty then. Plains, Riddlesmith. Because he is
Not an artifact.
he's a human artifact?
He's an human artificer.
Artificer. Okay, artificer.
Yeah, so he's a mage that specializes in artifacts, but he himself is not an artifact.
Darn you. Okay, but
Cruel fate.
yes. Unfortunately, it is your turn.
Come on and slam. And welcome to the...
And I think this is game.
Probably question mark maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 for the kicker cost. I'm going to play Vastwood Surge. So I'll search my library for 2 basic lands and put them on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Since I'm paying it kicked, I get to put 2 1/1 counters on each creature I control as well.
Oh.
1, 2.
Value. Not only do you get 2 lands, but now 3 creatures are going to be 4 creatures.
More than that.
Oh?
It's each creature.
Yeah.
I have a total of...
Oh, 5.
Yeah.
I didn't see the spirit down there. Sorry. Sorry, spirits.
It's fine. I should have been using the spirit a little bit more, but I didn't realize.
Oh, don't worry. There are plenty of things I've actually learned from this. I want to say duel. I got Yu-Gi-Oh stuck in my head. From this battle that I should have. You know, I have to say, though, I did not like this deck before this battle. But I'm actually kind of enjoying it. I really do see the value of this deck now.
Yeah, and that's why I said, honestly, that deck's not bad. It's like, yeah, it's not my particular playstyle choice, but it's not a bad deck by any means, and that's kind of why I was actually glad you got forced to play it.
Oh, okay. What he's meaning by that, so if you guys have gotten this far into the video, we obviously play with our card sleeve, and sleeving is not my favorite thing to do. So I told Z that I would let him play with the red-green deck if he sleeved the deck. Because otherwise I was going to sleeve both decks.
Declare combat. Swing house. Attack trigger. They're all going to untap. But technically you have all 5 of these coming at you.
And we'll just go through this.
Yep.
Block. Die. Block. Die.
That would be at 8/8 right now.
Block. Die.
So take 8, 11. Second combat. Swing in.
All in. Dead.
Yeah.
Good game.
Yeah.
And again, we would also normally go for 2 out of 3. But guys,
This is kind of a lengthy one.
yes. So what we got here?
Yeah, these are the 2 cards I had sitting in my hand.
Behemoth.
Yeah, I would have given my commander probably indestructible, so I could keep the engine alive and keep getting the 1/1 counters spreading out. And eventually, I was just going to be able to be bigger than anything you could try to beat over
Oh,
me
yeah.
with. That was kind of the thing, is once I realized you were going to go wider than me, I had to go taller than you and just play defense for a second, stabilize, and then just take in. So that's kind of why I wanted you to start playing into your hands going all in, is so I could try to take a little bit of advantage.
Well, what I didn't realize was, for the longest time, this and this was sitting there,
Yeah.
and you couldn't defend against them.
Here's the thing. I should have been making more spirits, because every turn I had to equip creature, I should have got a spirit. The turn I put the equipment into play, I should have made a different type of spirit. So I missed out on like 6 blockers or something.
Yeah. Well, again, guys, Magic is a game that you're always learning, and
Yeah.
these are kind of new cards that we haven't played with a lot.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm not used to trying to do the 1/1 counters, plus the enchantments, plus the equipments. Normally, I try to focus in on 2 of them, like I said, in the deck tech we did. But ultimately, if you're going to build around it, honestly, those 2 cards right there are a really, really good starting point. The Shishiro there and the Concord with the Kami. And that's part of why I left that all 3 as part of a theme in that deck, is because this card is so sweet. It's so unique in what it wants to do.
And I just have to say again, this commander for this deck, for vehicle decks, is awesome.
Yeah.
Because some of these bigger vehicles that take, what was it, 8 at one of them?
Yeah, one of them was a crew 8.
And so that just drops it down to a 2. Do go down below. Let us know, obviously, what we did wrong. We did pick up on some of it. If there were some misplays that we should have taken. I also believe I did awesome because of the hand I started with. Dude,
I knew my deck was going to be a lot slower than yours, so it was one of those, I was just more so focused on what's the fastest I could try to put my commander into play, and it turns out that line of play was just not going to get me there this game, so I tried to focus in on kind of what the deck wanted to do, and it turned out to just be, we're going to play 1/1 counters, which I don't hide from the fact they're not my favorite thing in the world. But yeah, so it's kind of like, the kind of idea of this deck is, it wants to do the counters, it wants to do the equipments and auras. So these are kind of like the 3 cards I think that really just personify this particular commander deck.
and I really like this one. I can't point out 3 cards like Z can. I know the commander is awesome.
I mean, I realistically could, but I mean, you've also got that deck tech coming up here that you can always check out and look into, where I kind of approach, hey, these are the cards I think the deck revolves around. This is kind of what the premise is. And, ultimately, I think these are really good starting points to work with and kind of go from there.
I will also have to point out This one. Just because it can bring back the stuff if you're playing your artifacts. That does help.
Teshar is really, really good. I actually don't think he's as important this particular deck as other cards, just because he's a little bit more niche in his use. But
Yeah.
he's not bad at all, absolutely. I actually think the legendary creature you had in play, the blue one, was more important to the strategy.
Which one was that?
The one that was putting the 1/1 counters.
Oh, yes.
Because its other ability that you never used. Did you read that other ability?
Yes.
It was 2 and a blue. It would have saved you some defense by paying some mana.
Yes.
Yeah.
Two colors, one blue until the turn. Target non-creature artifact you control becomes an artifact creature and gain flying. If it is not a vehicle, it has power and toughness.
So you could have turned your Arcane Signet into a creature, or you could have crewed your vehicles without actually having to crew them, also giving them flying at the same time. The deck really abuses the fact it's artifacts, and that at times they're not creatures, at times they are creatures. So there's a little bit more thought and preparation that has to go into the blue-white deck, but it's actually a really good starting point. I would say these two, and then maybe like one of the specifically the big 6/6 vehicle you played for 3 mana.
Yes.
That I probably would have put as the third card there.
Okay. That was a big misplay. I didn't catch on. I literally just caught on that until the end of the turn, target non-creature artifact you control becomes an artifact creature and gains flying. If it's not a vehicle, that's actually what made me catch on to what. Because if it's a vehicle, it just becomes a creature.
Yeah, because an artifact vehicle is not a creature until it's crewed. Unless you activate the animation ability. It's an animator. It animates the construct.
Well, guys, I've actually learned that the blue-white deck is awesome, and I may actually be modifying it and seeing what I can do. Let us know down below if you would like for us to modify these decks and have another battle. It's up to you guys, because obviously we want to make content for you guys and also have fun.
Yeah.
So as always, stay forever new, stay safe, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.
Take care.